and then the next guy just kind of leveled him.
Well, they've been running to the strong side each play so far. This time they came to the weak side, which was the near side. A gain of about 5 yards. The scrimmage is 40 on the 41-yard line. It's 9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this second period. Cepeda Moore up the middle and Bradshaw in on the stop.
Bradshaw, according to Coach Blair, had his finest game last week down at South Pike, and we called his name numerous times. He played a marvelous football game in that South State Championship game, and he's got to carry the weight, the load tonight too, along with the rest of the guys up front against that big Neshoba Central line. There's some folks practicing for their track.
Yeah,
track and field running down there in the end zone.
It's 3rd and 3. They're in a straight T formation. Moore is hit in the backfield, loses 2 yards on a great defensive play by Gavin Bivens. They were both in there. Wow.
Gavin feeling from the linebacker. Bivens strips the interference. He's up there taking the load, and Gavin comes in there and finishes it off, and it's just Crash City.
Well, it's 4th down, and we're going to see the first punt of the ball game.
Hang time.
Hang time. Our spotter over here has brought his Timex timer.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got seconds out into the thousandths of a second. As the punt comes down on the 25-yard line to Chris Roberts, he turns it straight upfield, loses his footing. It's pushed back to the 25, only a 1-yard gain.
Chris has done a beautiful job. 3.23 hang time. Was not a long kick, but good coverage as far as hang time goes.
I didn't think you could go to 2 decimal places on a second sweeping hand.
Or Timex.
Jamie's got one of those old kind of watches, you know, that you have to wind up every night. It has a second hand. Had little grains of sand coming down through a little narrow opening, and he timed it. That's great. I like it.
32-yard punt.
There's a handoff up the middle to Beasley. Beasley gets out 2 or 3 yards, and Laurel has not attacked the center of that Neshoba Central defense too much this evening. That's about the first time I've seen them push it up the middle. There's a 4-yard gain. You can see the the first quarter stats. Laurel had to fall just a couple of minutes, had 2 first downs, and then a 49-yard scamper by Dennis Andrews, and the score at that point was 7-0. So you see 2 first downs for Laurel, 5 for the Rockets. We're back to play. It's 2nd and 7 for the Tornadoes. Dearman rolls out. He's going to keep it. He's got a blocker and gets out to the 37-yard line for a first down. We'll get back to those first quarter stats.
The blocker leading the way was David Brown, number 58.
You can see the pass completions for Laurel, 1 for 2 attempts. Neshoba Central did not pass at all. Laurel had 16 yards passing. In 4 carries, Laurel covered 68 yards. In 18 carries, Neshoba Central covered 52 yards. So that's the stats.
But the score is the Tornadoes 14, Neshoba Central 3. The Tornadoes picked up another first down.
The ball is on the 35-yard line.
Bruce, look for the shuttle pass here in a minute. A little Utah shuttle pass.
Shuttle?
A shuttle.
Andrews has the sweep. He gets 7 yards. He gets hit hard on the far side of the field. Shane Brown in on the tackle. Brown, I've been seeing him in on a lot of these tackles tonight as he's been trying to get containment on the corners. Laurel has been pushing around the corners tonight.
Beasley leading the blocking there, blocked out of his shoe. Had to go out of the game a moment.
Blew a tire.
Blew a tire.
It's 2nd and 3. Scrimmage line is the 43 of the Tornadoes. There's less than 6 minutes left in this first half of play. Double tight end for the Tornadoes. Andrews gets the ball. He's close to the first down marker.
5 minutes and 42 seconds.
If we get a mark out of this, Woody, we ought to alert Mike Myrick to know we got a first down. We're going to try and get a commercial break as soon as we get a call.
Expense, this volunteer crew bringing you tonight's telecast. We hope you're enjoying it, and we want you to thank our sponsors. They help pay for all the equipment.
There's a handoff up the middle to Walter Bester. Bester gets out about 6 yards.
Bester, the ball carrier.
Laurel had 2 tight ends in on there, and they're in there busting heads too.
41 Vaughn along with number 61 Word making a stop.
It's the battle of the strong wills here and the strong lines.
Big bodies.
Big bodies. Walter Bester had a hole. That front line opened him up a hole.
Second down.
It's Bester's first carry. He gets 7 yards. It's 2nd and 3. We're on the Rocket 47-yard line. There's a handoff to Bester again. He's out close to the first down marker. He's going to be a little short.
Bester.
Bester hit in the hole, and his body went forward, and his feet came up.
They were straight in the air. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Roberts checks back in. Hey, Bester to Bester. Bester.
Well, Kendrick Bester is 325 pounds, a senior. You see that? 300. Wow. It's 3rd and 1. This is a big play for the Tornadoes. We're in the straight T. Dearman straight ahead. He's got some room, and he is hit hard by Day. Day is their safety back there. And he smacked him.
Jen was out there from the guard. And look at the 3rd down conversion.
Little
Bruce.
straight ahead quarterback keeper straight ahead, and Dearman gets 6 yards.
Look at these 3rd down conversions, Bruce. Laurel is 0 for 0.
Well,
but
they just got
scoring.
one. They just got one. Oh, in Neshoba Central, 4 of 7.
But Laurel has scored on their play, on their drives.
They haven't had to have any conversions. There's a big crowd here tonight. I'm sure there's at least 5,000 people here, maybe more. Dearman back to pass. He's got all kinds of Gavin Steep. Ball is picked off, and the Rockets have the ball on their own 5-yard line. They intercept. Day, the safety, intercepts.
Really, it was great protection. Gavin had about a step or two. Day kind of came over and cut the ball off, really and truly.
Well, and the pass was just a little bit short because Gavin had to come back in a little bit. If it had gone a little bit further, it'd have been another 6 because
well, we're talking about throwing the ball 50 yards.
That's right. That's where Dearman was. He was back around the 50-yard line. Well, Neshoba Central has the ball deep in their own territory. There's 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Moore breaks out, gets about 9 yards on the carry, out away from that goal line.
Of course, Neshoba Central's whole impetus, Bruce, is going to be run at you, run at you, run at you, and then maybe one day Moore or somebody will make the big move and break one for a long gain.
Well, both teams with ball control programs tonight.
Laurel's almost an 8-man front. There's Day.
Day has the ball trying to get to the outside.
Beautifully played by
he's got
18 McCardle.
He's got first down yardage.
Bradshaw came up and finished the tackle off, but McCardle had him one-on-one out there. Beautiful job done. As you see our score, the Tornadoes are leading 14-3. The Tornadoes had the ball 3 times. They scored 14 points, gave up the interception on the long pass from Dearman, which was just as good as a punt. Although the Tornadoes didn't need to punt at that particular time.
There's a handoff again to Moore. Moore, a big back, 195 pounds, punches hard through the, he comes to the near side.
He's following the block of number 74, who is no small guy himself.
Kendrick Bester, 325 pound senior, big fella down there.
Just line up behind him and rumble.
Well, they got Bivens. Little counter play, number 33, Terry Pickens carries the ball. He gets out close to the first down yardage and will have a first down.
We're going to take that break right here, Bruce. We've got a minute and 39 seconds remaining to play before halftime. It's the Tornadoes 14, the Rockets 3. We'll be right back at Robinson-Hale Stadium.
You'd be shocked to know how many drug addicts are on medications prescribed by doctors. Like most of them, no way did I think I was an addict. I needed painkillers for my bad back. Sound familiar? If you're feeling the paranoia, sleeplessness, and despair I felt and don't understand why, call for help now.
Call Pine Grove for a free assessment, 288-CARE or 1-800-821-7399. Call the CARE line now.
Howard Industries is a leading citizen in Laurel's business community. They're the largest employer in Jones County and among the leaders in sales of distribution transformers to the United States and 15 foreign countries. Howard Transportation Incorporated, a nationwide common and contract carrier, is an area leader in the trucking industry. Combined, Howard Industries and Howard Transportation is busy keeping Jones County working and growing and is dedicated to the continued growth of our area. This program was made possible in part by a grant from Coho Resources, a responsible citizen and good neighbor in the community. Coho Resources, by developing natural resources, oil and gas, is helping our economy and our area by creating jobs and paying taxes.
And we're back to play. You didn't miss anything, fans. We just stuck a few commercials in there. Day carries the ball and is stacked up at the scrimmage line. The Rockets intercepted a pass from Richie Dearman on their own 5-yard line and have punched the ball up 25 yards. There's only a minute and 12 seconds remaining in this half.
The Rockets have taken a timeout with timeout on the field. Let me remind you that on Sunday, December the 9th at 7 p.m., at First Baptist Church of Laurel, Glorious Christmas will be presented, featuring the narration and soloist and the Sanctuary Choir and the Youth Choir of First Baptist Church. The public is invited. No tickets are required. That's Sunday at 7 p.m., December the 9th, at Laurel's First Baptist Church.
We're close to halftime. You see the bands are getting ready to come out on the field. The Rockets take a timeout trying to put something together here before they go into the locker room.
This is where the run all the time hurts you when you're behind like the Rockets are.
The linebackers are loosening up. They've got 7-man, basically a 7-man line. Day's got the ball. He's out to the 35. Gains 3 or 4 before he's brought down.
Goes to Jonathan Day.
Bester in on the stop for the Tornadoes. It'll be 3rd and 4. The clock continues to run. It's below a minute.
The Rockets have yet to throw a pass in the first half.
Well, there's 45 seconds left. This may be the time they do it. They've got a player split out to the right.
Counter.
Now they're going up the middle on a little counter to Moore, and he is stopped short of the first down.
Bradshaw made the initial
Laurel ought
hit.
to go and call a timeout right now to stop the clock with less than 30 seconds. George Blair trying to call a timeout. No one sees him over there. He finally got it. Took him 7 seconds to get it.
That should be Laurel's last timeout during the game. All right, you see there a sign.
Sign, there you go.
It says Laurel can take state, but that ACTS highlighted down the middle was made by Meg Barham for Axe Sport.
And here's a punt by the Rockets. It's real short. Laurel clears out. It gets a Rocket bounce and is out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And
that punt was a Rocket.
It was
straight
a Rocket,
up, straight down, and then it got the Rocket roll.
But it had eyes, and it knew where to go out of bounds.
25 yards on the Rocket punt, but it went higher than that, folks.
Well, Laurel will have the ball with 15 seconds left. They may have a chance for a Hail Mary in the end zone.
I don't think Laurel has. Didn't Laurel take a timeout before the extra point?
No, they let it run down.
Okay, they should have one more then. I don't know if the Tornadoes will try to air the ball out. The Tornado receivers have been open.
Zach McCardle split wide to the right.
Dearman's had excellent
He's got
protection.
man-to-man coverage. Dearman is shooting for him. Nope. Uh-oh.
That's a catch and a fumble out of bounds.
That stops the clock with 8 seconds. Only a gain of 4 yards as Gavin was hit and hit the ball, popped right out of his hands and out of bounds.
That's a scary play.
Yeah.
Coach George Blair and his staff have done an excellent job, folks, preparing this Tornado team all throughout the years. They've won 12 in a row after the initial loss to Meridian 6-0, a game that we had televised here on Act Sports. The assistant coaches for Laurel are Coach Gatwood, Ricky Shoemake, Randy Martin. I'm sure I'm going to leave out Daniel Darby. And of course, Coach George Blair. The 9th grade coaches and all the staff have done an excellent job.
Dearman back to pass is hammered, and he is sacked, and that'll be the end of the half. Jermaine Evans put a hit on Dearman as he was cranking it up to Chris McCardle, and the Laurel Tornado fans coming to their feet and applauding the team as they go off the field.
And this has been an exciting first half, and we've reached halftime. We've got bands, we've got fans, we've got it all for you. Stay tuned. The Tornadoes lead 14-3. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about furthering your education? Then we invite you to consider the 160 courses offered through the Community Education Department of the Laurel Municipal Separate School District at the R.H. Watkins Vocational Center. Some of the many courses offered include computers featuring Lotus, WordStar, and D-based programming. Also offered are computer-assisted as well as conventional drafting, business and office classes, dental assisting, and avocational classes as well. For further information, call 649-4141. Remember, R.H. Watkins Vocational Center, the night place to be.
Horn CPA Group is pleased to be a part of the Local Acts Network. We have been serving Laurel and Jones County from this location on the corner of 16th Avenue and Jefferson Street for over 25 years. We are proud of our beginning here in Laurel and our growth and expansion to include offices in Jackson, Grenada, Hattiesburg, and Lucedale, Mississippi. With a local staff of 28 and a total of 90 firm-wide, we offer professional tax, accounting, and management advisory services throughout the state.
Hey, Bruce and Woody, hello. All right. A sign from Craig. He wanted his dad to know he got here. The Tornado Band. All right. The Tornado Band is on the field. The band's under. All right. That's neat. Creative guys down there. The Tornado Band is on the field. They're playing Mambo from West Side Story. The band's under the direction of Jeffrey Reeves. The drum major is Juan Johnson, and the flag captain is Wanda Keys. Come on the field and perform to My Prerogative.
Woody, I think we ought to mention the names of the Golden Girls. They've worked real hard this year.
You're our official name guy. Go ahead.
The official name guy. I had a great time last week with the names of the cheerleaders down there at South Pike. That was great. But the managers of the R.H. Watkins Golden Girls are Missy McCardle, Davita Seals, Ginger Adcock, Joanna Pierce, Allison Bolware, Leslie Busby, Captain LaShonda Sanders, Captain Crystal Perdue, and Captain Susie Traylor, Jackie Harper, Karen Herron, Tiffany Roberts, Marcella Evans, Monique Jones, Janet Bass, Jenny Steve, Kathy Nicholas, Karen Coughlin, Shelley Knight, Sarah Regan, Olivia Rain, Joy Easterwood, April Ram, Holly Martin, Lori Hurst, Dasveen McLeod, I hope I got that right, Jenny Dees, Lee Tony, and Daphne Drummond.
You did a good job, Bruce.
And there you see on our picture the Golden Girls.
And of course, Susie Traylor. I'd like to say a special hello to her mom and dad, Jeannie and Wayne Traylor, and her sister, Tracy Traylor. We'll be watching this game via the Axe telecast. And Axe Sports would like to say a special hello to Tracy Traylor. Selection is Birdland by the Manhattan Transfer with trumpet soloist Stephen Walker and trombone soloist John Brandt. Excuse me, John Beach. Pardon me, John. by the R.H. Watkins Golden Tornado Marching Band. The band's under the field direction of Drum Major Juan Johnson. The flag captain is Wanda Keys, and the band director is Jeffrey Reeves. The Tornadoes band exits the field with a Tornado fight song. Tornadoes, our hats off to thee, to the tune of Minnesota Rouser. Do that again. Another championship Tornado season act. Hey, great job, guys. For your halftime enjoyment, you see the Big Blue Band from Neshoba Central High School. The first number the band is performing is Land of Make Believe. The band's under the direction of band director George Shaw. Also Kerry Eldridge and Ken Wright. The drum major is Dean Fulton, and the assistant drum major is David Moore. The flag captain is Kelly Smith. The rifle captain is Krista Sherman, and the drum captain is Daniel Sharp. 130 members strong, the Neshoba Central Big Blue Band. Tutors out there in the Neshoba Central Big Blue Band. Good beautiful sound. 130 folks can make a lot of noise. The band's second number is In the Stone. final number is against, well, maybe that was it. They've stopped.
Well, there's just about a minute left on the halftime clock. And
we've got the first half stats, and while you look at those stats, let me remind you that the Tornadoes lead the Neshoba Central Rockets by a score of 14-3. The Tornadoes got on the scoring with a 49-yard run by Andrews, his 11th rushing touchdown of the year, and then Dearman completed his 10th touchdown pass, and McCarl caught his 3rd touchdown pass as the Tornadoes went out to a 14-3 lead.
You can see on the statistics here, Woody, that Laurel's had 5 first downs and Neshoba Central 7. Laurel has attempted 6 passes, completed 4 for 87 yards. The Rockets, however, have not attempted a pass in the first half. Laurel rushed 13 times for 98 yards. Neshoba Central has rushed 28 times for 89 yards. You can see total yardage, Laurel on top with the big plays, the big passing play to to Chris McCardle, and the big running play by Dennis Andrews, scoring 14 points for the Tornadoes in the first half. Neshoba Central kicking a 33-yard field goal for their 3 points.
Well, the Tornadoes have done what they needed to do, and that's put the pressure on Neshoba Central to catch them.
You see the Tornadoes lining up behind the banner saying unstoppable. Or Spotter was saying, we just hope that no one trips and hurts themselves on the way through that banner. You can see a couple hands poking through.
The Tornadoes, that's the break guys, the first wave. Hey, it's time to go to a commercial break. We'll do that. We're just about through with halftime. We're ready for the 3rd quarter of this championship game as the Tornadoes break the barrier. We'll be right back to Robinson-Hale Stadium after these messages.
Phillips Building Supply, the store you've trusted since 1954, moves into the 90s with the opening of Phillips Lumber Plus in Laurel. Whether you're an experienced builder or need advice on a do-it-yourself project, the pros at Phillips Building Supply in Laurel and Ellisville and Phillips Lumber Plus in Laurel can help. From foundation to finish, you'll save money at Phillips' 3 convenient locations. Now more than ever, where the wise builder buys. Phillips Building Supply in Laurel and Ellisville and Phillips Lumber Plus in Laurel.
For the best values, the best prices, and the best selection of famous name brand bedding in the Pine Belt, visit the new Marcus Furniture Mattress Center in downtown Laurel with more than 20 comfort levels to choose from. You'll find the best selection of famous Fiddly and Silly Posturepedic bedding at Marcus. And we offer the best in Simmons Beauty Rest bedding as well as Simcoe and Bimco posture bedding. If you need new bedding and want the lowest possible price on better bedding, come see us at Marcus Furniture's Mattress Center in downtown Laurel.
Do not cast me off in the time of old age. Do not forsake me when my strength fails. For I long to be remembered while life remains in me, while joy and happiness are within my grasp, and my children still call me blessed. Remember to honor your mother and father, that it may go well with you.
What's wrong, Vince? Vince, you singing those Buckle Up Blues again?
Some people don't wear their seatbelts. I can't believe it's true. Those kind of people get knocked right out of their shoes. So buckle up, baby. Don't sing me those Buckle Up Blues.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
I mean it, baby. Buckle, honeysuckle, buckle, yeah.
Rockets are ready to receive Josh Blair's Terry Insurance kickoff as we start the 3rd quarter of play to wind down the second half, or wind up, or start the second half of this championship game, and we're underway.
And knuckleball squibs along the ground. It's kicked by number 84, and he falls on it at the 26-yard line. See who that was. Number 84 is not in there, not on the program. A stealth player.
Number 42 for the Tornadoes, 45, I'm sorry, that was Weathersby. Did a beautiful job as he was right there on the play, and he did not jump on the downed ball player. which would have certainly gotten a penalty. Saw Gary Schmitz up in the press box. Old Laurel, former Golden Tornado himself, is up here. Mississippi College alumnus.
There's a keeper by the quarterback. Edwards keeps the ball, spins off tackle, weaves his way out about 8 yards, gets out to the 35-yard line. If you've just joined us, Laurel is winning 14-3 as we start this third quarter of play. The Neshoba Central Rockets in possession of the ball have a 2nd and 1. They hand off to Moore up the middle. He gets enough for the first down.
This is going to be a very interesting series for the Tornado defense, Bruce, as Neshoba Central is coming out in the second half and doing just what they did on their first possession in the first half, and that's just run right at the Tornadoes. But here again, the Tornadoes have the 14-3 lead, which means the clock is on their side.
Well, the Neshoba Central,
the Biv,
had all those downs in the first half where they only averaged 3 yards a carry.
Whoa,
Pickens carries the ball.
Gavin
just ties him up. Boy, I tell you, he is
Gavin is having a beautiful game, as you indicated. Neshoba Central's longest play from scrimmage is 9 yards, Bruce, and their second longest is 8. And that just gives you a good idea of exactly what we were talking about.
Well, like I said in the opening of the ball game, is that Laurel's defense is the thing that they brought to this game that they could be real proud of.
Oh!
Day had the ball trying to get to the near side and gains 3 or 4 yards before he's put down. I think McCardle was there making the first contact.
McCardle came in from the corner, and Chin and Heidelberg, I believe, came in. Maybe Weathersby came in to finish him off. But a beautiful job done. As you see 45 Weathersby there. Beautiful job done by McCardle on the force from the corner.
Chris gets up a little bit slow.
But Day's a pretty good-sized kid. All these running backs in Neshoba Central are not your featherweights.
Well, Jonathan Day is also 195 pounds, as well as Cepeda Moore. A little option. Depending on how the spot goes here, they may have another first down, but barely.
Beautifully played by Chin, Bruce, as Edwards really broke the line of scrimmage, and Chin reached in there and got him and made a nice recovery. It's really ferocious down there on that line of scrimmage.
It sure is. We have an official's timeout for a measurement.
All right.
But this Neshoba Central team is really a ball control ball club.
It's a first down.
Pushing out that 3-4 yards at a time, getting those first downs. Don't want to take any chances, apparently. They don't have a lot of confidence in their passing game. It's either that or their running game is just so good they don't have to pass.
Well, with their size, they'll just keep wearing you down and then break the big run. But the Tornadoes held fast.
There's a Moore carries the ball. Well, Edwards faked to Moore. Moore carried about 3 people up the middle. Edwards keeps the ball, gets about a 6-yard, 7-yard gain.
McCardle and Gavin out there on the tackle, along with, I believe Chin maybe was out there too. Like I said, a beautiful job being done out there by that Tornado defense. You know, the key here for Laurel, Bruce, is to continue to bend but not break.
That's right. Give up the short gain, but don't give up that long one. There's a handoff up the middle to Moore. Moore is out to the 40-yard line where he's pushed back. He'll have the first down, Woody.
Well, it's a nice drive by the Neshoba Central Rockets as they've taken the opening kickoff, and the clock now says 8 minutes and 11 seconds here in the third quarter, and the Tornadoes have yet to touch the ball unless they pick it up off the ground.
Laurel has somebody that's shaken up. Weathersby is coming off the field. You see our Laurel cheerleaders there. The sponsor of the Laurel cheerleaders is Brenda Tarr. Natalie Ishii and Jennifer Paulson are their captains, and Carrie Burrows, Andrew McDonald, Joe Carroll Robinson, Kathy Grooney, Carrie Massey, Jan Tarr, Terry Barnadoe, Susie White, Bridget Tenite, Jetty Hassel, Shay Mobley, Shamika Pollard, and Tisha Thigpen are their members. We're back to play. Laurel stacks up the runner, Gavin, in there again.
61 Chandler came in to replace Weathersby at the right defensive end.
Well, they're giving the ball to Cepeda Moore time and time again, and he's not been able to do too much with it. He just keeps crunching out 2-3 yards at a time.
Draws a crowd.
He sure does.
The misdirection and the trapping is really beautiful to watch, but the Tornadoes have played just stellar defense.
There's a handoff now to Day.
And see Chin. Chin took 78, drove him right back into the ball carrier. And then my little guy, Kevin Chin, just a little shrimp of a guy hitting over there between Heidelberg and Bivens, you know. Beautiful job done by Kevin Chin. As you see the Neshoba Central cheerleaders, Bruce, Euro Showtime.
Oh boy, here we go. The cheerleader sponsor is Vicki McNair. Rochelle Coleman is a member, Nicole Eakes, Jill Graham, Christy King, Chastity Madison. We'll get back to those in a minute. There's Moore. He's got it out in open field and gets the first down on a 8-yard gain.
There you go. You get another shot.
Dawn Sharp and Jill Willis. Tara Yuna, I guess that is. Edna Steele and Wendy Wright. India Steele. Well, I'm sorry. I got most of them right, I hope. But there is no complaint department, folks. What you hear is what you get.
It's Bruce. Big play here for the Tornado defense.
It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 27-yard line. Ball handed off up the middle again.
I'm telling you, when you watch the faking that's being done by Edwards, it's hard to tell who has the football. He's doing a beautiful job.
Laurel has had the ball so far in this game 8 minutes and 50 seconds, and the Neshoba Central Rockets have had it over 20 minutes. So, you know, you can see that this ball control offense of theirs is really a clock killer. The Laurel Tornadoes, doing the best they can, have been successful so far as they are leading this game 14-3, but the Rockets with an impressive drive to this point. It'll be 3rd down and 3, and if Laurel can hold them here, I'm sure we'll see another field goal attempt by the Rockets.
Big play here for the Tornado defense. It's 3rd and 3.
There's a ball handed off up the middle. It doesn't go anywhere. Moore is stopped on the 20-yard line. Bivens lassoed him. He had both arms around him and
guess who else?
Real tight.
Also in there is 58 Brown, but Gavin filled the hole from the linebacker spot. And we've called his name all night long during this game. 4th down, it may be a 4th down by 14-3. It looks like the Rockets are going to line up and run at it. Big play, Bruce.
Well, we've got 4th and 2. Line of scrimmage is a 20-yard line. Moore gets it again.
No,
Laurel is down on it. Laurel has recovered. Laurel has recovered.
The first turnover by the Rockets. That looks like...
no, they haven't made the indication who has the ball.
It didn't make the first down, though.